Hi, everyone, and welcome to We Are Crotchety Old Men,
And a woman.
playing some good old-fashioned kids music today. How are you doing, Abigail?
I'm doing just fine.
So, did you notice on our Buzzsprout page and our website that we have a new title of our show?
Yes, I did. I finally got what I was deserving.
Yeah, so we now officially are We Are Crotchety Old Men and a Woman officially.
So Arden is no longer a sexist.
Ouch, rude. But anyway, we also, I did see a way that we're going to be able to change our email. So that will be useful, but I haven't quite gotten to the point where what our new email will be. So you can still reach us at we are crotchetyoldmen at gmail.com. We are crotchetyoldmen at gmail.com. Or you can reach out to us on X at crotchety old men, just at crotchety old men on X/Twitter. So for tonight, we are trying something a little different. This was an Abigail adventure today. We are going with Wendys, because Wendys is putting out the new Pretzel Baconator, but I've never had an original Baconator. So we're going to try a little bit of each. So what's the reason why you wanted to go with the Wendy's Baconator?
Okay, this is kind of a bittersweet story, but I had a friend. Her name was Marie, and she had previously had a stroke. And I picked her up from work one afternoon, and she said she wanted to stop by Wendy's. So we pull up to the drive-through, and I said, "What do you want?" And she said, "Two Baconators." And I said, "Baconator?" I said, "That doesn't sound like that's a good idea." And she said, "But that's what I want." And I thought to myself, what the hell is a Baconator?
What is a Baconator?
I mean, it just sounds potent, doesn't it?
Right, and now we're having with the Pretzel Baconator as well.
Right. If you watch TV, the ads are out. It comes in a pretzel bun as well. Okay. So tonight, what we have is one standard roll versus the pretzel roll. Okay. And we're cutting each one in half, and each one of us will try and we'll compare and let you know what we think.
Okay, so let's start off with the regular Baconator. So thank you. So I have my Baconator. So a Baconator has, now we went with the singles because I mean it's from Wendy's, and so it's already pretty big to start out with just a single patty. But every picture shows the double patty, the triple patty, and they could go up to like over 1,000 calories for just one. So Abigail just took her first bite and she's chomping on it. So while she's chewing and she's ready to talk, so I went and just picked these up. Now we got one single of each. So two burgers, no fries, no soda, nothing else, no chili, no queso fries. That I was willing to try. Nothing. How much do you think it costs? $5 each, $6 each?
$10.49 total.
$15.81 for two burgers.
Wow.
Like, how does a family afford that? Picture dad and wife take his kids to Wendy's. You know, we're not talking about some high-end establishment here, you know? And yeah, $15.81 just for the singles. I couldn't imagine. I don't even know. Oh, yes, I do. The double for the pretzel was almost $10.
I believe it.
Wow. So tell everyone what you think is. I'm about to try my first bite.
Okay, so with the regular bun, I'll be honest, it's just like Dave's single, but it has a piece of bacon on it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a true bacon lover, so I would just say I'm fine with it, but I'm not necessarily impressed.
Okay, sorry. Eating. Rude. So, all right, I've had a couple bites. I mean, I do enjoy the Dave single. And this one is, I mean, the meat is great. I mean, because it is so thick and so big. I mean, compare that to a little McDonald's cheeseburger. But with the bacon, it's okay. I mean, it's good. I mean, hey, if I was going to eat it. So now Abigail is going to try the new one. Dun, 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 dun. She took a big bite. Nod your head if you think it's pretzel-y. Or is it no, not pretzely? So we've been trying to find something that Abigail likes. She could be the new Mikey for Life cereal. When was the last time you had Life cereal?
Never.
You've never had Life cereal?
No.
Okay, so we might have to put that on our list. All right, so tell the fine folks, what are your thoughts on the Pretzel Baconator? First, compared to the other one, the Baconator, and then do you like it, not like it? What are your thoughts?
I have to say, I don't necessarily like it as much as the original buns, but essentially it's more like sourdough bread for the pretzel. And I didn't really taste it until the aftertaste. I could taste the pretzel, but I think I'm going to go with the original one.
Okay, so now I get it exactly what you were saying. I just took one bite and you can taste the pretzel-esque. Is that a word? Pretzel-esque. Um, and it's okay. I mean, I will not go there again for it. I'm glad I had it. If someone bought it for me, I wouldn't turn it down.
It's a little mushy, to be honest with you.
That could be because it was a 10-minute drive back here.
That's
We're not
true.
there. I won't criticize them for that. I'm also, to go with this, because I didn't feel like breaking the bank, I'm drinking some old coffee, and Abigail has got herself a Sprite.
A mini Sprite.
A mini Sprite. A mini Sprite. I think, so next up, thank you very much, by the way. So this is one of my least favorite weekends when it comes to sports, because once again, I'm not a football fan. I know I've said it a zillion times, but I'm not a football fan. But at the same time, I'm a huge NHL fan, and today's the All-Star game. Now, All-Star games have gotten worse, in my personal opinion, while they're trying to attract younger people. So, Abigail, what did the NFL do? I saw they had like some kind of zany things going on today.
Well, I'll be upfront. I'm not quite sure about all the zany things that went on today because I was busy. I just know that they went to a flag football format. It's probably been a couple years now, which makes sense. I mean, why do these guys want to go out there and get hurt?
Because the fans want to see them.
I know, but they're going to play light. First of all, they're not going to go after major tackles. But at the end of the day, when you play football, you still hit each other.
Right.
And you could pull a tendon or, Achilles or, God knows what. And can even get a concussion, even though they're not trying to hurt each other.
And they also had their skills event. I don't know if they've been doing that for a very long time, but they had quarterbacks competing in a tic-tac-toe challenge where they had those receiving targets that look like little people, and they literally had to play tic-tac-toe with those. So you had two quarterbacks throwing at different times, alternating. That they were moving. I mean, they were doing all of these different types of things, and I don't really like it. I get it, and the other sports have them. Now, the NHL one also has gone into a sillier format. For the last couple of years, they've been doing 3-on-3 hockey with 4 different teams playing, or 6 different teams playing. And each team only has like 9 guys. It's a really short thing. But I actually liked their skills competition because everything is done on the ice. It was kind of fun. It's like passing and taking who has the hardest shot, things like that. That was kind of cool. But in this one, they had what they call like the players draft. So each team had a captain, and they would pick the all-stars that they wanted on their team. And that was part of just another part of the skills competition. So first of all, can you imagine being so you had Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, they're the top 2 players. So they picked for their team. You weren't a team of like the guys from the East or the West. You were in a North or a South. You were Team McDavid, Team Matthews.
So was it like a mini draft?
Yes. They had a little draft on the ice. They're all standing there, and you didn't know, but I mean, these guys, a lot of them are super friends. So, like Austin Matthews drafted all of his Toronto team ahead of time. Then he drafted. Then he had to pick other players. But uh, who's the singer Bieber? Kind of
Justin.
Justin Bieber.
No, it's Bieber.
Bieber.
Oh,
Bieber was
Bieber.
Bieber. Whoever it was. Okay. Well, because there was a pitcher who almost won. I think he won the Cy Young called Bieber as well, or Bieber for the Indians like 2 years. Oh, sorry, Guardians a couple years ago. So he was there. He was. I mean, the guy was wearing a pink fur coat with pink spots on it, just being a total goof. And he's behind the bench coaching today. But anyway, I turned it off. I was like, this is so dumb. I would hate to pay like $150 for a ticket to see this. I mean, it was trash. I'm sorry. It's so bad. I might be one of the few people. And the last thing about All-Star games, I loved when the baseball one actually went to the winner would host the winner of the league, the American League or National League, would host the World Series if they won the All-Star game. I actually really liked it. But they said if you're a coach or the manager of your team, you may actually burn out players, or some of these guys, they'll play an inning or two and then get on a plane and fly home for a vacation. So it was, oh, what if it goes into extra innings? What if, like, you don't want to like burn out your pitchers trying to win this game? And I get it, but the old Ray Fosse being run over by Pete Rose, injuring him and ruining his career. I don't know. That stands out in baseball as like what real hustle is in a game. Yeah, the game didn't matter, but Pete Rose was playing hard every game. So I don't know. Most All-Star games are just a complete and total joke. The NBA, it's like 500 to 498 is the score. Hockey's always been a joke. I mean, it's been decades since there was actually a fight in a hockey All-Star game, but that's a whole other story. You, on the other hand, got an email today, Abigail. You got an email from Jerome asking you about the Commanders' new head coach. And also, there's a lot of sporting news out there when it comes to football. Commanders have a new coach. The Super Bowl is next week, but we have the two teams that made it. You have Taylor Swift, and then you have the new football league starting March 30th.
The UFL.
The UFL. So tell it, what are all your thoughts about what's going on in football? Because Jerome needs to know.
Yeah, I mean, we ended up with Dan Quinn. And at first I was horrified because he, of course, was the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, as a lifelong Redskins fan, I hate Dallas. I hate everything about them. America's team. They always get the prime TV slots, even when they stink.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. So, Commanders picked him up. I guess, he's been a head coach of other teams and done quite well. And now that he's going to take over the helm of the Commanders, we'll see what happens. But, like I said, I hated the guy for the past few years, and now he's my coach.
And now you're forced to like him. And so who's left? Who are the two teams going to the Super Bowl?
The Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers, Arden. Where have you been at?
Sorry, I don't follow the Taylor Swift podcast or the Taylor Swift.
You and Taylor Swift.
I mean, it's unbelievable how much that was the top story on Yahoo News. I just clicked on Yahoo at a random time, and there was top story. Who will be in Taylor Swift's box? Now, I did chuckle there because, my little brain, but at the same time, is that really what people care about? Who is going to be in the luxury box?
Some people care, and it's gotten real silly too, because I heard that the San Francisco 49er, Christian McCaffrey, he's their excellent tailback. His mom made a comment about how she really would never let Taylor Swift into her suite. How about that? And she meant it. I mean, come on. This is getting a little silly. And again, I don't necessarily blame Taylor Swift. This is all the NFL, and the NFL hopefully will get over it by next year, because I doubt they'll still be together because she breaks up with all her boyfriends.
I mean, for a popularity move, this is so big for her and the NFL. But the NFL is milking it. I mean, I understand trying to attract women to sports. I do. But is this going to, like, 5 years down the road, will, like, if it, like, I'm just trying to remember, like, Madonna, when she was the biggest thing out there. Like, she's not anymore. Like, will women say, what, football? I don't really care anymore, because they followed it for Taylor Swift. Now they won't. Will they, or will they not stay with it in a year's time, 6 months' time? Are they going to go to the draft? You know?
I don't think so, but who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Some people are placing bets on him getting down on one knee after winning the Super Bowl and proposing to her on the field. I mean, come on, people.
Well, in that same, you know what they're also doing? If he loses, they break up.
That could very well happen,
Because
and she'll write a song about it.
Right. I mean, that's all I don't know. It's absolutely insane what we're going to do. Now, we have our own little fun right here. Unless there was some other football things you wanted to talk about. Anything else going on football?
I think next weekend will be bigger football talk. But like I said, Dan Quinn, let's see him work out. The Skins could use it.
So this is how little I follow football. When I heard that name, I looked up and it said Commanders hire new head coach. I'm a huge hockey fan, and the Rangers had a coach just 4 years ago named David Quinn. I thought it was the same guy. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Why is my brain not working? Are the Commanders a new hockey team? I got very confused. But so you know what we're going to be doing now going forward?
What's that?
Hopefully, I can keep breaking my own personal record of the coin catch. What's it called? The coin snatch. The coin snatch. So last week, if you didn't hear last week's show, I was watching Happy Days, and there was an episode where Fonzie's cousin came in, and this guy could put quarters on his arm, on the back of his elbow, and he could flick his arm down really, really fast and catch them. We saw that the record was some ridiculous record that's never going to be broken. But I remember back in elementary school doing this, and I was pretty good at it. And so I was like, all right, we'll try it. And last week I was perfect. I started at $1 and then got all the way up to $4.25 without stopping, because we ran out of quarters.
I must say, Arden, out of all the amazing things you've done for me, that was the most amazing stunt you've ever pulled.
It's ridiculous. So today I got right here in my hands, hold on, jingle, 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 so you can hear, I actually have $5 in quarters. It's and I need these because I needed 3 more of these, and I can almost buy 2 more burgers at Wendys. But so Abigail is going to do the play-by-play. We're also set up. It's a little, you can probably hear a little bit of an echo. We're in a room. In case I drop these, I will be very embarrassed because they're not going to hit the rug. They're going to go all on the hardwood floor. But if I do this, next week, Super Bowl, $6. So
wow.
So I'm a little nervous because I haven't practiced in a while.
Did you stretch?
I didn't stretch. I didn't do anything. This is bad. So go ahead. You have to give the play-by-play.
Okay.
I'm heading over to the side.
Well, Arden had already taken off his long sleeve shirt.
Yes.
Because he has to have a bare elbow.
Oh, not my bare chest. No one wants to see that.
Now, Arden, settle down.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a spot to go.
All right, he's getting in place.
Getting in place.
Right. He is loading the quarters on his elbow.
I'm nervous. I don't think I can do it.
Are we going to do the countdown?
I don't know.
3, 2, 1, Go.
Oh, hold on. Okay, we still broke our record. Hold on.
How many did you drop?
2 fell off.
And on the carpet, thank goodness.
On the carpet. So we got $4 and I caught 2. So I am, wait, how did I do bad math?
2.
I only dropped 2. Okay, so the new record is $4.50.
Even though you dropped 2, I'm still impressed. I could never do it.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
Okay.
All right, one more time. Hold on.
He's starting up again. Let's see.
I dropped it. $4. I got it.
All right. 3, 2.
Oh, I haven't even posted yet.
Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. It sounded like he dropped more, but he says it's only 2.
Only 2.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna have to practice and come back in a few weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm devastated. I'm devastated. That sucks. So I'm glad we tried that. Wow, I thought I was going to be bragging for the rest of the night, but
you can still brag. You did better than last
I didn't do it. $5 is a lot of money, but not for Wendys. So getting now a little serious, we got an email from Mr. N in New York City, and we weren't going to talk about it, but Abigail said, look, we got it. This is bad. This is bad what's going on in New York City for the past couple of weeks. Here where we live in Virginia, we see it, but we are not having the crime or anything. So Abigail really wants to talk about what's going on in New York City.
I mean, once again, I'm coming off as the crotchety old person, but I can't help it. I cannot help it.
And the email was sent to her. I just want to point that out.
So, Arden, what happened within the last week? It was something to do with a scuffle between illegal aliens and some NYPD officers. Is that correct?
That is correct, as I'm still eating.
He's still eating. So I didn't even get to see the footage. All I know is that out of the perpetrators, was it 4 or 3 or it was 4?
4 were caught.
Right, 4 were caught, and 3 of them were released without any bail. Mm-hmm. And when the dude is walking out, he's flicking off the cameras.
The double bird.
The double bird, I'm sorry.
Not just one.
Well,
the double bird.
And basically, he should have just thrown that right in the DA's face. Because guess what, folks? They skipped town. Imagine that.
Yeah, and there was 2 police officers trying, and they were overrun with, I watched the footage, and I mean, there's a lot of other worse footage, but this is bad because them not even getting bail, they were just, okay, go out, you're free, come back when your hearing's up, and they used illegal names to get into the country right off the bat. Then they got on buses that, quote unquote, may be going to California. Might be. The governor of New York comes out and says that, that she really needs to push harder for this. And she could have laid down the law before this, or she could have laid down the law right then and there. And she's just trying to cover her ass. Everyone is trying to cover their ass, except for the DA, who really he's, I don't know, boopadoodles, to use a better word for it.
It's just insane. It's out of control. So I know I may have talked about this one before, but I'm going to bring it up again if I didn't. About 3 weeks ago, I'm watching TV, and I'm told that in New York City, a bunch of kids in kindergarten and up through, I guess, grade school were booted out of the school for a day. They were told not to come to school.
Because it was too cold out.
It was too cold out. That's what they said. So
the migrants, as they're being called, somebody else is starting to use illegal aliens again. I think it was the new House Speaker called them illegal aliens. I was very surprised.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. Because it was too cold. So they didn't want these people on the street, which is fine. But there were other locations where they could have went.
Okay, to be clear, I think Arden missed this. We didn't clearly state that essentially they they let the illegal aliens go into the school for the day.
Right.
But meanwhile, the tax-paying citizens of New York City had their students, had their children booted out of school for the day. And you know what? A lot of parents had to take off from work at the last second. And that is just outrageous. It's good I don't live there.
And yeah, well, it was also in the poorer side of town as well.
Yeah.
They're not being put in wealthier places. I mean, hey, look what happened in Martha's Vineyard, how quickly they were booted out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're starting to see a lot of craziness in this country with that.
It is. And, I guess we end it there because I don't want to.
Right. We go to a whole.
I don't want to be so, not being happy-go-lucky, because that's what people want on our show. So
Yep, less politics, but that's not politics. That's just crazy. So let's get into a more sillier thing. That's not Taylor Swift related. So, do you have right now one of the Target pink Stanley Cups?
no,
Do you even know what the Target pink Stanley Cup is?
I passingly heard something about it, but I think you should give me more details.
Okay, so right off the bat, when I heard that this was a fad, I was not even looking. Once again, hockey fan. I'm thinking, why are people buying a pink Stanley Cup, which is what the trophy you win after this? That's what you play for, the Stanley Cup. So I'm wondering, why are all these people wanting a pink one? I thought I was on, all right, maybe I'm on the NHL network. Nope. It's just another cooler. It's like a big, giant 40-ounce coffee mug thing. It's like a Yeti. People bring it, but a couple influencers are saying, oh, it's the most amazing thing. And all these people, primarily women, are going bonkers for this stuff. They're getting into fights like Cabbage Patch Kids did. I mean, they're literally losing their minds trying to get this thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm suspicious here. I mean, this started at Target,
Yes.
right? Well, they've gotten a lot of bad press for the last couple of years. So, maybe they started this. They had a bunch of women start posting online and everybody getting, passing it along and making this the biggest fad in decades.
And it's so in decades. The other funny part was, so these people are, three employees bought them the day they came in stock. They used their discount and bought them. They didn't sell them. They bought them. They were all fired because it was for the public first. Yes, I can understand that. But there's video literally of them putting them out and a woman diving onto them into a pile of them, grabbing like 4 or 5 of them and racing out. Now, they're also, I saw them on eBay today, $78. They have a special Valentine's Day one, which will be red. It'll be pink and red. They're going for $258. I have a Yeti cooler. Well, I don't need one. I'm not buying you one. I hope you didn't want that for your Valentine's Day.
No, and again, I'm going with my conspiracy theory.
I like it. I like it. So, anything else going on in the world? It's weather's good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, next weekend, I guess it's the premiere for my love of NFL, the Super Bowl. So we'll be tackling a lot of issues. Oh. And we'll probably do some, food tasting with
there was a lot of wing places I drove by today. Yeah. So I think we're going to do like different wings from different places. Maybe like Buffalo Wild Wings. There was a Velocity Wings or something.
Right, and then there's Wingstop.
Wingstop. Maybe we'll get wings from all different places. So feel free to email us if there's any other kind of food. We're also going to try to do some football trivia. I have questions that I don't know the answer to. And 2 seconds of a Yahoo search would probably end that pretty quick. Like, I want to know, and I want the readers to know if you know, email us without Googling, who or where did the marching band come from in the first Super Bowl? My guess is USC.
Okay, I have no guess, but I do want to know why you said Yahoo search.
Oh, because
I mean, most people do Google search.
I'm old. And
I think so.
and
You're the first person I've ever heard say that.
I apologize. That's I'm an old man. I'm crotchety and I'm old. Leave me the hell alone.
All I know is I have a PhD by Google.
Nice. Oh man, my brother sent me a joke that he wanted me to say. It was so bad. It's a football joke, and he's I'm gonna ruin it. And so here's his worst joke of the day. Are you ready? It's a football joke.
Okay.
Okay. Why was the octopus so great on defense?
I don't know.
Because he can make lots of tentacles.
That's pretty bad.
That was the worst joke I've heard. I booed him when he said that. So I'm calling you out, Mr. Fun, as the worst joke of the day. So with that, hopefully we don't have any technical issues like I did last week in saying goodbye. But we are crotchety old men.
And a woman.
Thank you for listening and have a great day. Oh yeah, my jam.